If you're a content creator, this show is for you. If you're an online business, if you're somebody trying to build your personal brand, trying to build your thought leadership, somebody who's trying to advance your career, this show is for you because the whole world is sleeping on LinkedIn. And I'm here to tell you with these new updates I'm going to share with you, you don't want to miss this because you're leaving not only a ton of brand equity on the table, but a ton of money. So make sure you come on back. This is a LinkedIn masterclass. Welcome, everybody, to the Creator Economy live stream podcast show. This is the show where we help you monetize your experience, skills, and creativity in the creator economy. Replay viewers, podcast listeners, so great to have you with us. If you do want to be here live, we're live every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 Eastern Time. We'd love for you to be here. Stick around to the end because I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to take questions directly from the live audience. Replay viewers, there's a questionnaire form in the show notes description. Podcast listeners, if you have a question, feel free to leave your question there. I'm so excited to talk about this because, this is what we talk about here. We talk about all of these innumerable opportunities, all these unbelievable methodologies for you to do something that you love, create real impact, which leads to real substantial income. I am your host, Professor Nez, a full-time content creator, business owner. I've been on these platforms. I've been live streaming, content creating since 1777 for a very, very long time. And I'm just so proud of this Nez Nation community and everything that we've brought, the value that we've brought to the ecosystem. And so it is my goal to share with you all the latest, greatest, up to date news, state of the art features so that you can monetize, so you can do what you love, so you can build communities, build your thought leadership. You're going to love this show. Before we get started, first, um, even though you subscribe to our YouTube channel, or maybe you follow us on the podcast or Spotify or Apple or LinkedIn or wherever, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to get notified or get the latest resources, news, updates on how you can monetize in the creator economy. And so I want you to really consider becoming a Nez Nation insider. Okay. Make sure that you go give us your best email, subscribe. It's absolutely free. You guys know I do not bombard your email. I'm very respectful. We never share it. I absolutely despise spam more than anything. And this is your opportunity by becoming an insider. This is your chance to never miss out on what's happening. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to search Twitter. You don't have to go through LinkedIn, Facebook. You don't have to go to Google. It's your one-stop shop. Everything you need on how to monetize your skills, experience, and creativity in the creator economy. So consider becoming an insider. It's absolutely free. Now, you guys know I talk about live streaming like nobody's business. I have been live streaming since 1545, a very, very long time, since the beginning. And I know I look good, don't I? And, you know, building an audience, building a community, putting yourself out there, sharing your story with the world, there's no greater way to do that than through live streaming. I'm such a big champion of this medium. I mean, I'm live streaming as we speak. Um, and I've been there since the beginning, and I've tried literally every single platform you can imagine, from third-party encoders, downloadable, browser-based, non-browser-based. I've tried every single platform on planet Earth. And if you're wondering, Nez, how do you get these cool ticket tapers? How are you able to go live on Twitch, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter? How are you able to bring these amazing comments up and make your branding elements so professional? Well, I do that through the best live stream software that I've come across, and that is StreamYard. And so I would highly recommend, an advanced, even if you're somebody who's an advanced live streamer, or a beginner or intermediate, consider StreamYard. I have a free trial link in the description and the show notes, where you can try it for free. And guess what? You don't have to download anything. It's browser based. Sign up, 2 seconds, and you can go live. And you can start building monetization methodologies. You can start building your audience, building your community, building your thought leadership with live streaming. And on top of everything else, with my link, you don't have to put in a credit card. With my link, you don't have to put in a credit card. You can start today. So very, very important. I would highly, highly recommend that you go check out StreamYard. Okay. It's also in the pinned comment on YouTube. It's also in the description and the show notes. Last but not least, then we're going to jump in to the new LinkedIn updates that every content creator, every business professional, every executive, every small business owner needs to know about, because y'all been sleeping on LinkedIn. I know YouTube's fancy. I know Instagram's sexy. I know all these other platforms are attractive, but you're sleeping on one of the greatest ways for you to build your brand, your business, your presence, and that's LinkedIn. We're going to talk about that in a second. I get your DMs and I get your messages. I get your emails all the time. Hey, Nez, I keep hearing you talk about how creating content has been the backbone of your business. Hey, Nez, I want to start creating content. I want to start, looking professional. I want to start putting myself out there. Where do I start? What do I need? What's the checklist? Is audio important? Is video important? Is lighting important? Nez, what do you use? Well, guess what? As an Amazon influencer, I have my very own Amazon shop, and I've organized everything for you succinctly and in a very, very easy to understand, budget friendly manner. So there's a link in the show notes. There's a link in the description, but if you go to amazon.com/Professor Nez, yours truly, I have an idea list there. I have a bunch of idea lists. I've got budget-friendly video gear, audio gear, podcast gear, live streaming gear, the whole gamut for you. Okay, so if you're wondering, where should I start? What should I get first? I don't know even where to begin. That's a great place to start. Go check out our Amazon storefront, and I promise you're going to get everything that you need. All right, let's see who's here. And then we're going to jump into the content. Dr. Elo, how are you, sir? Good to see you. I checked out your live stream the other day. It was fantastic. Good to see George Fisher. My man Sweeney's in the house. AL is in the house. Good to see you. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. Steve says, nice wall decorations. Listening from O'Hare Airport. Hey, Chi-Town in the house. My man Chris Stone in the house. Now, really quickly, I have to say this. Chris Stone from Dealcasters Live is probably one of the greatest shows you'll ever watch related to what I just talked about with getting started in content creation, building your brand, what tech and gears to use, but also particularly and specifically with Amazon Live and Amazon Video. We did an entire show having him and Jim on the show, and it was fantastic. So go check out Chris Stone if you're interested in that. The Artist's Haven, good to see you. Indians, I think this is probably the greatest channel name I've ever heard. I don't know. You tell me in the chat. Indians Exposed Investigations. Good to see you. It's fantastic to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. LinkedIn. New updates. You guys are sleeping on this. Every content creator, every small business owner, every executive and professional needs to know about these new updates. I want to first just tell you a little bit of context, and I promise you it will be worth your time if you just listen to this really quickly. And then if you have questions, replay viewers, podcast listeners, everybody, who's not here live, stick around, because we've got the greatest online community on planet Earth. And you're going to get answers to questions you probably never even knew you had. So if you have questions, stick around. I'm going to get to all of them. I've been on LinkedIn. Okay. I have been on LinkedIn since 2000. I want to say probably six. There's really two. There's LinkedIn pre-Microsoft buying them, and then there's LinkedIn post Microsoft buying them. And pre Microsoft buying them, Microsoft bought LinkedIn, thank God, in 2016 for just a cool $26 billion. And since then, everything has changed on this platform. Pre Microsoft buying them, LinkedIn was pretty much what every bad stereotype you've heard about the platform was. It wasn't really any place to go to really create. It was very rigid, very tight, uptight. It basically was a resume repository, and it also seemed like just another place to kind of brag about where you got your MBA or certificates or your college degree, what have you. It's nowhere near what it is now. Fast forward to 2016. It was still a great place to build connections, but nobody cared about LinkedIn, okay, pre Microsoft buying them. When Microsoft bought LinkedIn in 2016, especially a lot of the other LinkedIn, influencers, noticed a huge difference and a bunch of positive differences. Number one, the entire architecture, the entire look, feel of the platform changed overnight. Number two, your profile started looking a lot more like a website. Google started picking up on LinkedIn, search. Then 2017, the atomic bomb that dropped was LinkedIn introduced video, native video uploads. I was one of the first people on the platform to upload LinkedIn video. Oh my God, those were the good days. I mean, we were getting hundreds of thousands of impressions, thousands and thousands of views. Those were the beautiful days. I couldn't believe the organic reach I was getting on LinkedIn. And guys, before you start thinking, are the golden years over? I would say out of all the platforms, out of all the mediums, barring FB Reels, short form content, LinkedIn is probably the greatest place to get organic reach for your content. And a lot of you are not on LinkedIn. Let me know in the chat right now. Give me a hashtag me if you've been sleeping on LinkedIn. And nobody's judging here, because guess what? Some of your favorite content creators, some of your favorite business owners, some of your favorite live streamers, podcasters, and video creators have been sleeping on it too. So I don't mean that in a scrutinizing, judgmental way, but let's be honest. Put a hashtag me if you've been sleeping on LinkedIn. If you haven't been sleeping on LinkedIn, I'll take Dr. Elo's cue. Give me a not me in the chat. Good to know that. Good to know that. DK4K in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you, DK4K. Dr. Elo says, I'm hitting LinkedIn hard and creating content almost daily. Thank you, Tish, for being honest. I appreciate that. A lot of people have been sleeping on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is still one of the best places to get organic reach. Now, the title of this stream, the title of this broadcast is New LinkedIn Updates, How to Make Money on LinkedIn. People are making exorbitant amounts of money on LinkedIn, especially myself. I'm going to talk about that later, so stick around. But let me get through this. 2017 LinkedIn video, unbelievable impressions. Careers were made overnight. I couldn't believe the amount of people now after 2017 that were calling themselves LinkedIn video gods, LinkedIn video influencers, LinkedIn video experts. They were coming out of the woodworks. A lot of them were, but a few of them, yeah, they actually were doing a great job of being LinkedIn video evangelists, right? Entire careers were built just when LinkedIn video was introduced. And not to sound mocking in any way, but LinkedIn started looking a lot more. You've heard other people say this, I'm sure. LinkedIn started feeling, looking, acting a lot more like Facebook 2010, 2013, 2012, where organic reach was fantastic. The platform didn't have all the complications and maybe controversies that it does today, although I have a lot to say about that. I mean, people get mad all the time and just want to blame social media for their inequities and their problems. But that's like blaming, cars for drunk driving accidents. And I don't want to get into that, but I have a lot to say about that. So careers were built overnight. Then fast forward to 2019. You guys know I've been live streaming since Moses was around. I've been live. Me and Moses actually performed the very first live stream. So it was very, very fun. I'm kidding. But I've been live streaming for a very, very long time. 2019. We never thought it would happen. LinkedIn introduces LinkedIn Live. I was lucky enough to be one of the early beta testers of LinkedIn Live. And then again, the reach was phenomenal in the early days. It's not quite the same as it was back then. And I still know a lot of people who don't even have LinkedIn Live. Let me know in the comments if you're one of those people who've tried to apply and couldn't get access to LinkedIn Live. But you see, this is what, there's no real direct monetization through LinkedIn video and through LinkedIn live streaming yet. I think that's probably on the horizon. And I know from being an alumni of the first 100 content creators to be inducted in the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator program, I've got a lot to tell y'all. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that are phenomenal, that are absolutely phenomenal. DK4K says, I actually found your channel. Hey, Artist Haven, this is a great question. Please stick around because I'm going to answer that. I'm going to share what are the best tips, strategies, and practices to, no matter what niche you're in. I don't care if you're an artist. I don't care if you're into knitting, auto transportation, whatever vertical niche, cooking, it doesn't matter. Investment strategy. I'm going to share with you best tips and strategies at the end. Let me get through this. Thank you so much. Yep, George Fisher says it best. LinkedIn has been an amazing way for me to reconnect. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up and share this out because sharing is caring. So I would really, really love it if you could share this out. It would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you. So LinkedIn Live 2019 starts coming out and more people are getting it. It's the beta testing. So then you fast forward to 2020 and LinkedIn introduces something called Creator Mode. Now, I have an entire video talking about Creator Mode, and this ties into what I've been learning behind the scenes. And this is the apex of this show, y'all. This is the new updates, and there's more to come. I've got a ton to tell you. Content creators, thought leaders, personal brands, business brands, career enthusiasts, people who want to advance your career. Everybody should turn on Creator Mode. I truly believe this. And if you don't know what Creator Mode is, let me show you what it is. Okay, I'm going to screen share right now. This happened in 2020. Okay, and a lot of people still don't even know what it is. But I'm going to screen share right now. And I want you to see this, okay, because this is absolutely huge. We're going to go to my profile. Let me know if you can actually see that. So you're going to see if I hover over, okay, my profile picture, you're going to see that there is a profile video that you can create, which is another LinkedIn update, which is phenomenal. Okay. Your LinkedIn profile essentially now is a living, breathing website. It is your virtual business card to the world. And guess what? It's connected to search on Google. More than likely, unless you've got tons of articles and media related content on yourself and your brand out there, your LinkedIn profile is going to be on the first page when anybody searches you. And people who are looking to advance your career, for you more than anybody, your LinkedIn profile, 92% of employers search your LinkedIn profile during the interview process. So LinkedIn is, without any doubt, more important than your resume ever will be, especially now. So when you can't actually, well, actually, you know what? Let me see. Here's my profile video.
Hi, I'm Professor Nez.
I don't think you guys
you're
can
looking
hear
to
that.
advance your career, maybe even
But
start
did you
and scale
guys
your
know
very own online
that
business, maybe
instead of
a side
just
hustle.
having, okay, instead of just having, you see how I hovered over it? There's a little preview. There's now a new update which allows you to add a 30-second video. Let me look at you guys real fast. A 30-second video to your profile picture. So instead of it being a static image now, when you turn on creator mode, you can create a 30-second video. Think about relevancy. Think about differentiation. Think about ethos, credibility as a content creator, as a business owner. Think about the power of video. How many times have we talked about the power of video being everything? How many people didn't know about that feature? Give me a hashtag me. How many people did not know about that feature? Give me a hashtag me. Hey, Lewis, good to see you. What did you fall asleep, Lewis, for crying out loud? Okay, I'm scrolling down now on my profile. You see how I have creator mode turned on? Save your questions, guys. I'm going to answer all your questions, I promise. DK4K, please save that question. I'm going to answer all your questions, but I really want to get into the content immediately. I want everybody to get value. Good to see you, Brian. Good to see you. How many people knew about that feature? Give me a hashtag me. How many people did not know about that feature? Give me a hashtag no. Did not know about that feature. When you turn on creator mode, here are the benefits. The connect button, this really goes for content creators, but I truly believe everybody should have that. Instead of saying connect, your connect button turns to follow, and it will display the number of followers that you have. This is brand new, by the way, guys. This is brand new. So we never used to have our follower count. You can see I've been on LinkedIn since 2006, 7. So I've got 21,000 followers. I've been busting my hump on this platform because I know this is where the company decision makers live, eat, sleep, and breathe. By the way, let me make a bold statement real fast. Hopefully this will get you to keep watching and keep listening. Guess what? 99% of my brand deals, which if you're a content creator, that's your largest, you ask anybody, that's your largest revenue source is brand deals and sponsorships. I don't know, maybe even 100%, but I would definitely say over 90% of my brand deals. I got a few probably from Twitter or just from my live streams and just putting myself out there, my website, my YouTube channel. But I would have to say 90, because I'm not Mr. Beast, right? I'm not Mark Rober. 99% of my brand deals and sponsorships came from LinkedIn. I'll talk about that later. Stick around. 99% of my brand deals. Entrance TV says, greetings from Sri Lanka. Welcome. So I'm seeing some no's. George Fisher says no. Okay, so check this out. George, you should definitely turn on creator mode. Okay, you should definitely turn on creator mode. Another benefit, you can display topics you post in your profile introduction as hashtags. This will make it easier for other LinkedIn members to discover your content and follow you. So let me actually zoom in a little bit here so you can see this. Some of you might not be able to see this. If you look underneath my headline, right? And if you don't know what I mean by headline, this is your headline, okay? If you look underneath that though, look at this. I've got hashtags. This is not there if you don't turn on creator mode. I've got hashtags there. And there's a little note there that says talks about online business hashtag, job search advice hashtag, personal branding, and career advancement, the creator economy. Everything related to the creator economy is what I talk about. That's my very first hashtag. Yes, hashtags work on LinkedIn. Yes, you should add hashtags to your content on LinkedIn. Yes, people follow hashtags. Oh, I love this comment. Love this. Fantastic. DK4K says, I'm turning on creator mode ASAP. Everybody should. Everybody should. If you're a content creator and you're on LinkedIn and you don't have creator mode turned on, you're missing out on tons of organic reach and opportunities and discoverability. If you're a content creator, it's a no-brainer. You need to turn this on. So not only that, okay, but you can display topics and LinkedIn will highlight your original content on your profile by moving your featured and activity sections to be first on your profile. In addition, the activity section on your profile will no longer include your likes, comments, and other activities. So here's what that means. And if you don't understand what featured section is, this is your featured section. Let me know if you can see that. Give me a hashtag me. Hey, good to see you, Jason, my old pal, my old buddy. Good to see you, Jason Lorette. It's awesome to see you, brother. Hope you're doing really well. I appreciate you, man. I have an entire dedicated video about your featured section, but I'm going to sum it up really quickly. Your featured section is a carousel that you can display, much like a website. Remember what I said. I mean, you would not even recognize LinkedIn if you haven't been on LinkedIn for more than a couple years. You wouldn't even recognize what it's become now. It's become a phenomenal, it's like you don't even need a website anymore. If you really design your LinkedIn profile powerfully and effectively with the right messaging, with the right branding to your ideal target audience, I mean, you literally don't need a website. Plus, LinkedIn comes up on search, on the #1 search engine on planet Earth, Google. I can't tell you how many clients I've gotten just through my LinkedIn profile. I mean, we're talking clients that pay thousands of dollars to work with me. Now, is that something that's just going to happen as soon as you turn on creator mode? Of course not. If you're new to my channel, we talk about real, practical, anchored in reality things on this channel in the creator economy. You can make full-time income, but it comes with a caveat. You've got to work your butt off, okay? It's not like those coconuts and yachts advertising that you see on Instagram and YouTube. You don't have to work. You don't have to do anything. You can work from home. All you need is a laptop. You can make millions. It's all bubkus. Bubkus. I think bubkus is Jewish for BS. I just heard it once, I think. It's all bubkus. Don't listen to that stuff. Bubkus. So your featured section goes to the top of your profile. It used to be more towards the bottom. When you turn on creator mode, it goes towards the top. How many people in the chat, in the comments, and replay viewers, podcast listeners, feel free to leave a comment later on. I answer and respond to all the comments personally. How many people knew about the featured section? And check this out. This is what's amazing about the featured section. There's a plus sign here, and there's a pencil. You can edit the order of your featured section, look, I've got this live stream on the very first post. If you click the plus sign, look at this. I can add, hold on a second, hit the plus sign. I can add a post. I can add an article. I can add a link, YouTube, website, newsletter, course, whatever. And I can also add media. I can add videos, photos to your carousel, building thought leadership, building online presence, sharing your story with the world, increasing your visibility. Don't sleep on LinkedIn, y'all. Don't sleep on LinkedIn. Sasanka, good to see you. It's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Jason said, nope, but need to hunt it down now. Yes. Jason, yes. So great to see you, Dr. Elo. I feature my upcoming streams in my newsletter every month. Yes, newsletter. Hello. Right? How important is your email list? You know, YouTube could delete your channel tomorrow. As a matter of fact, boy, am I upset with TikTok. My gaming channel, over 17,000 followers. We were in the Creator Fund making money every single day. Out of the blue. This is a perfect example. Let me look at you guys real fast because I talk about building your email list, right? I talk to you about the importance of IP, owning your audience. Check this out. Your boy Nez. You know how hard I work. You know I work 24/8, right? Our gaming channel on YouTube just passed 12,000 subscribers. Our gaming channel on Facebook just passed 42,000 followers. Our gaming channel on TikTok was nearing 18,000 followers. We were in the Creator Fund, the Creator Program to get paid. Literally, I think this happened on Friday, a couple of days ago. I opened my app and my TikTok page is gone, completely gone. With a little investigation, with a little bit of search, I found out my whole entire channel was just erased. It says your account has been banned. I mean, no warning, no notice, no nothing. So I'm living proof, and I know there's multiple stories, and I filed an appeal. I still haven't heard anything back. All that hard work gone. Think about what Dr. Elo said, and this is the first new update. Besides creator mode, besides cover story. Oh, and by the way, one last thing. With creator mode, you get analytics that you don't get. You get analytics on your posts. You get analytics on your impressions. We've talked about how important that is. It's important to build your email list. I'm living proof of this. There's millions of stories, people having their YouTube channel completely banned or deleted overnight for no reason. I mean, a lot of the reasons are completely illegitimate. There are a few that are justified. I think even the StreamYard YouTube channel just got deleted for nudity or something like that, which makes no sense at all. I think I saw that on Twitter recently. Absurd. So you got to build your IP. You got to build your email list. That's an audience that you own. It's very, very important. Have your call to action. Cue the call to action. Become an insider right now, because if this channel gets deleted, if for some reason my account gets banned for God knows why, you never know why, usually it's AI, I can always get a hold of you guys, and you can always be a part of the Creator Economy live stream podcast show and all the latest, greatest content, right? So that's really, really important. So these are amazing, amazing updates. And by the way, again, if you have questions, I want to get through the content, but if you have questions, save them for the end. I promise you, I'll answer them all. Now, this is brand spanking new LinkedIn updates. These updates happened in 2020, 2021, the featured section, creator mode, cover story, adding hashtags. That's been about a year or so, right? Who's ready for the brand new, spanking new LinkedIn updates that every content creator, every business, small, large, medium, every thought leader, every career advanced, somebody who's looking to advance their career needs to know about? Give me a hashtag me in the chat right now. If you're getting value from this, please hit that thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate if you could share this out. Tag me on Twitter. Share it to your community tab. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it on Facebook. Share it. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Give me a hashtag me if you're getting a ton of value from this. Okay. The brand new update. And I'm keeping the screen share on because I'm going to focus on, if you guys can see, right underneath my contact info, right above my follower count, you're going to see a link there that did not exist before, or that you were unable to actually place there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, LinkedIn is now allowing you to showcase a link on your profile. You guys, this is brand spanking new. Increasing the visibility for your business, personal website, an event maybe, or portfolio, right? With creator mode, you can now add this link to the top of your profile so your audience can learn more about you and your brand. Holy macadamia nut. This is brand spanking new, guys. This is brand spanking new. I mean, you talk about a game changer here. I mean, you talk about this LinkedIn. I mean, you guys, all these platforms, let me look at you real fast, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. All these platforms, the last thing they want, okay, if I was running LinkedIn, if I was running YouTube, if I was running Facebook, I would think the same way. The last thing they want is for their members, their subscribers, their followers, the people on their platform to leave. That's the last thing they want. They don't want you to leave the platform. Why would they want that? Which is why in previous shows, in previous live streams, I've said this a million times. Create natively on that specific platform. If you're sharing a YouTube video on Facebook as a link and as an external link, you're not going to get any impressions. It's going to die. If you're sharing a LinkedIn video on Facebook or a Facebook video on YouTube, vice versa, or an Instagram video on LinkedIn, forget about it. Natively to the platform. Natively share content to the platform. All these, and as a matter of fact, all the audiences on these different platforms, they don't want to leave either. All right? Less friction, no bottleneck. Well, guess what? If you've done a good job of creating value with your audience and you've created a journey for them, you've created trust with them, you've earned and built trust with them. Did I just say earned? Is earned a word? Somebody in the chat, let me know if earned is a word. I don't think it is. If you've earned their trust, okay, if you've built that relationship and they want to learn more about you, now LinkedIn gives you the opportunity to do that. This is huge, you guys. It's absolutely huge. And you can title it whatever you want. And here's how you do it. I'm bringing up this overlay right now, this graphic. So let's go through this step by step. Step one is you have to confirm you have creator mode turned on. Okay. So I showed you where to turn that on, right? I showed you exactly where you need to go to turn that on. Scroll down to the kind of middle at the bottom of your profile, and you'll see a little toggle button to turn that on. Okay. Earned. That's right. Thank you, Lewis. Step two, you click that pencil underneath your banner, edit your profile. And then step three, this will pop up. Okay. Your intro, edit your intro. And you can see there, you can add a link, and then you can give the link a specific text or a call to action. And then you'll see, that right there. And I have my newsletter right there so people can click on it. This is a game changer, guys. This is an absolute game changer. I mean, not only is creator mode allowing you to get more discoverability, not only is creator mode allowing you to create content in a very powerful, seamless, fun, really a modern way, but now they're turning your LinkedIn profile essentially into a landing page, into your own personal website for your content, your brand, or your business. And it's discoverable through search. Tell me that's not amazing. Whose mind is blown right now? Because I know mine is. Let me know in the comments. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. By the way, you can also feature your newsletter in your featured section, which is phenomenal. I'm starting with this update because it's literally the biggest update. I mean, that's the biggest update right there. And I know a lot of you guys have been sleeping on LinkedIn. I mean, think about this. Think about this. You're creating and building an audience on this platform, right? You could even repurpose your videos from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, right? I mean, just make sure you do it natively and you don't have the watermark there. You can repurpose, right? Build presence, check it out, create conversations. This is something that we learned. This is something that we learned in the Creator Accelerator program. I was lucky enough to be inducted. I mean, out of thousands and thousands of applicants, very, very lucky to be inducted as the first 100 on LinkedIn content creators in this program. And it was a wow. I'm so blown away. And this is just the beginning, guys. I keep saying this. This is just the beginning. The creator economy has just started, in my view. It really has just started. I know we go back a couple of years, 5, 6, 7 years, but to me, 5, 10 years is nothing. We're still at the beginning. It's just going to get bigger and expand even more. LinkedIn is trying to really, they're putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort to make this a place for content creators, business owners to create conversations. They really advocate that as one of their principles, their strongest core values. And so as long as you're not, as long as you're not creating content that is not respective of the audiences and the platform, you're going to do phenomenal. You're going to do phenomenal on this platform. Showcasing think about it. If you're let's say you're a cooking content creator, right? And you're just starting out, right? You're probably not getting a bunch of brand deals or sponsorships or a bunch of companies putting their eye on you, right? With your brand new YouTube channel or your brand new TikTok or your brand new Instagram, right? But if you start creating and turning on creator mode on your LinkedIn profile and you start creating content, creating conversations, posting very intelligently and effectively, creating an easy place on your profile for company decision makers to talk to you, discover you, right? I'm telling you right now, you can fast track your ability to build these strategic partnerships. I've done it. I'm living proof of this. I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody DM me on LinkedIn. I saw your live stream. Hey, Nez, I noticed you spoke at this conference. I saw the little article that you posted in your featured section or whatever. Signups to my newsletter. People, you could even, let's say you have an event coming up, right? Let's say you're having a cooking event or an expo or something coming up. Putting that link in your LinkedIn profile, allowing people to go discover more about you. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Let's say you've got a course, a launch, a product, a service, right? I mean, the possibilities are endless. This is the creator economy. And most of you have been sleeping on LinkedIn. I want you to stop. Start incorporating LinkedIn as a part of your strategy. Who knows? Maybe that's the platform for you. Maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's not Instagram. Maybe it's not TikTok. Maybe it's not Facebook. Think about that. A couple more updates I want to share with you that are absolutely instrumental. How many people here like Clubhouse? How many people like Twitter Spaces? Give me a hashtag me in the chat right now. How many people love audio spaces and audio streams and audio connections and audio platforms? Spotify, I think, is rebranding Green Room into Spotify Live, which is huge. That's going to be getting big. The creator economy is vast. Well, guess what? Beta, it's in beta, and I was lucky enough to be inducted in the beta program. And by the way, all these features, they might not be rolling out to everybody, LinkedIn Live, all these features, but they will be rolling out. And just like everything, it takes time. Guess what? Audio events on LinkedIn is now being slowly rolled out to everybody. Audio events, which is essentially Clubhouse natively through LinkedIn. Let's just call it what it is. That's essentially what it is. LinkedIn audio events, where you can host an audio event only with your followers. You can actually treat it as a LinkedIn event, invite people to it. You can plan it. You can schedule it. Let's say you're not a video content creator. Let's say, Nez, a video's not my thing, but I've built an amazing following on Twitter Spaces, on Clubhouse. I'm better with podcasting. I'm better through audio content. LinkedIn's got you covered there as well. You have to turn on creator mode. This is coming out and rolling out to everybody. They got rid of LinkedIn Stories, and I actually agree with that. I think LinkedIn Stories was not the right culture for LinkedIn, okay? I was excited when it first came out, and I could see the possibilities and I could see the power of it, but the culture wasn't right, The culture wasn't right, and LinkedIn Stories now is gone. How many people even knew that? I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't even know that probably about LinkedIn Stories. Jason says, hashtag me. Fantastic. So LinkedIn audio events, if you're somebody who wants to create LinkedIn audio, another fantastic way for you to do that on LinkedIn. Imagine having a LinkedIn audio event talking about your business, talking about your content, talking about the problems that you can solve, and an executive discovers your audio event, hops in, likes your energy, likes the way you talk, likes the way you present yourself, and wants to have a discussion about partnering up. That happens every single day, y'all. That happens on Twitter Spaces. That happens on Clubhouse. It's going to happen on LinkedIn Audio. It's already happening. So LinkedIn audio events, absolutely huge. And I'll leave some links that can give you more information on this. We talked about creator analytics. We talked about featuring your newsletter, not only maybe in your link above your under your profile, but also in the featured section. You can now, here's another update. You can now trim videos on LinkedIn Mobile. When you capture a video natively through the LinkedIn app, you can now trim your video content. You couldn't do that before. So you had to kind of go in and trim it on your iPhone first, or trim it on some video app, and then put it and post it natively on LinkedIn. Now, actually, you can, and this is really important too. This is super important. They're going to be working on a lot of new video content creation enhancements. When I was in the Creator Accelerator program, they talked about this. But you're going to be able to, you're going to see so many new features coming over the next 18 months, 2 years, 3 years. So this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. There's going to be a lot of new features. And guess what? If you're not an insider, you're going to miss out on all of them, because I'm going to keep you in the loop. I'm going to keep you posted on all the latest and greatest. This is your one-stop shop. This is the Creator Economy Livestream Podcast Show, and I love bringing this info to you guys. This channel, this show is all about helping you monetize your creativity, your experience, your skills in the creator economy. It's the most beautiful time to be alive. There's never been this many opportunities. Holy macadamian nut. It's just phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal. So I know that video publishing features and enhancements, there's going to be a whole lot more, not only coming out in the next 18 to 24 months, but coming out this year. Huge. There's also going to be new analytics for group posts as well. So if you're involved in LinkedIn groups and you are thriving and you're building community, you're building engagement, you're building connection, there's going to be group post analytics coming out soon too. So guys, I mean, that's the nitty gritty right there. If you're not understanding how to effectively use these new features, I'm going to talk about that right now. So if you have questions, put a big giant Q before your comment and then ask your question so I can see that. Replay viewers, podcast listeners, make sure that you use the questionnaire form. You can just leave your question in there. I respond to all the questions. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Creator Economy Livestream Podcast Show. We're talking about new updates. Every content creator, every business owner, every professional and executive, I mean, pretty much any professional in the modern world needs to know about. That's what we're talking about. Don't sleep on LinkedIn. So if you have a question, please leave it now in the comments and I will get to them right now. So I want to maybe talk while you're doing that, best practices, best strategies on LinkedIn. In the Creator Accelerator program, we learned that what content really thrives, what content really creates the most value is any type of content that further enhances or further creates more conversation. So think about that. Does your content create conversation? You don't want to just do self-promotion. I mean, that's kind of true for every platform, right? Serve your audience, solve a problem, create intrigue, pique their interest. Polls are really powerful on LinkedIn. Creating video content that answers a question, creating video content that poses questions, that creates more engagement, creates more conversation. That's what I learned in the Creator Accelerator program. So whatever your niche is, think about how you can create through that lens, whatever your niche is, okay? LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn events, LinkedIn audio events, LinkedIn video, articles are still very big, LinkedIn articles. I mean, it's an all-encompassing media publishing platform. It really is. And now with creator mode, it's even further enhanced. So think about them before yourself. Who's them? Your ideal specific audience. If you're trying to reach company decision makers, think about them first. If you want to create and engage and collaborate with more creators, more professionals, if you want to get a job, think about the company. Think about them before yourself. That's right, Ahmad. Ahmad says, never knew about the featured section. It's huge. The creator economy is here. Okay, Jason has a question. Jason says, would you feature the same video on LinkedIn featured section and your website? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. LinkedIn has made it very, very easy. And again, you want to pick content that best, puts your best foot forward, right? And it doesn't have to be, so what you put in the features, I have plenty of YouTube links in my featured section. I've got plenty of links from my website in my featured section. Think about the featured section. Think about the carousel as a narrative though. What is the narrative that you want to showcase to the world? What best describes who you are, what you're all about, and how you can help? And what's going to entice people to want to click, right? Thumbnails are important on the featured section. Just like a carousel on Instagram, just like a carousel that one might have on their website. I've got plenty of carousels. Here's one. Here's one that's really good. If you're a coach or consultant or somebody who sells services, I've done this plenty of time, and I think it's an unlimited amount of content you can put in your featured section, but I believe it only shows the first 4 or 5. So context is important, timing is important, what's happening in your business, what's happening in your content, what's happening in the world. Aligning those is very important. But I mean, just as an example, if you're a coach, a consultant, or a speaker or something like that, and you want to build thought leadership, you want to gain the attention of prospective clients, companies, company decision makers, I put a bunch of testimonials in my featured section, back to back, 3 or 4 testimonials of clients that have worked with me, clients that have hired me. That has paid massive dividends for me and my business. I mean, you got to understand, my client services business is just one arm of our company. And it's a very lucrative arm of our company. And I would have to say, besides YouTube and a few others, LinkedIn has been really the catalyst or one of the greatest funnels for us of lead generation, client lead generation. And so think about what's your goal, what's your objective, what do you want to see happen, and then have your carousel, your featured section, be emblematic of that, or be expressive or cohesive to that, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, Jason. But absolutely, start putting links in there like yesterday. Start putting links in there like yesterday. Especially for YouTubers, I mean, video content creators, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. How many video content creators do we have here right now? Give me a hashtag me. Video content creators. Put a hashtag me in the chat right now. How many video content creators do we have? If you're a video content creator, especially on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, Twitch, I do this all the time. Think about your previous live streams, cutting up those live streams into 2 to 3 5-minute videos and giving, real context in the captions and in the text, and repurposing them as native videos on LinkedIn, and then maybe even adding them to your carousel. Because with every post, like for example, look at this. With every post that you post on LinkedIn, whether it's a video, whether it's a article, or let's see, let me go back to reset. Okay. Whatever it is, okay. Let's just say I'm going to type in career here in the search, and then I'm going to click on posts, and then I'm going to filter that through posts by me. Now watch this. I want you to really pay attention to this. Okay. So here's one post. It's a year ago. This is a post. I actually shared an external link, not really smart there. I would say definitely go native. But if you see the hamburger, the 3 lines right there, there's going to be a drop-down menu there. Okay. And one of them should say you can post that on your featured section. Now, I don't know why it doesn't say that. Hold on a second. Oh, you know what? Because it's probably it's already featured on the featured section. Let me see if I have one that's not on the featured section. Okay, yeah. So when you click on those 3, that little hamburger thing there, one of the options, because I think this is already on my featured section, one of the options is going to say, do you want to feature this on your featured section? And then you just click on that and it gets featured there. So you can actually post it first, right? You can actually post the content first on your feed, and then you can post that on your featured section if you want to. I mean, video content creators, for the love of God, video content creators, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer for you guys. You should be posting native video content on LinkedIn, featuring it on your featured section. Create a cover video for your cover profile, and go live on LinkedIn too. Turn on creator mode and hopefully get access to LinkedIn Live. I mean, no brainer. I multi-stream, right? I multi-stream. So you can do that. Hey, good morning, Sherry. Good to see you. Finally caught us live. It's good to see you, Sherry. Okay, we got another question from Jason. I'll take a couple more questions here. If you have any questions about how to implement these new features, anything about LinkedIn, I'm your man. I've been on LinkedIn since 2006. A ton of my brand and my businesses have been fueled by LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been the catalyst, especially for our consulting arm. I've got your answers. Okay, Jason says, if you do multiple types of business, would you put multiple types of vids? I do YouTube for both photography, book reviews, wedding photos, and commercial real estate photos. Yeah, so to my mind, Jason, that all falls under photography, right? But here's the thing you have to ask. What is the goal? What do you want to achieve? Do you want more clients? Do you want people to hire you? Do you want more business? Do you want to build your thought leadership, build your reputation, your online presence? Do you want to collaborate with other photography creators? Do you want to get brand deals, sponsorships? What's your goal? And then the content you share should be aligned with that goal. And if for example, if your goal is, I want people to hire me to shoot their weddings, then focus on that, and then have text and captions in your post that align with that, and have a CTA in there saying, hey, I'm available to hire. If you like these photos, if you're interested in working with me, please reach out to me, yada, 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 right? You know about CTAs. But to me, that all falls under videography and photography. And I think you should definitely post all of that, because it falls under the umbrella. I know you're a content creator, Jason, that focuses on video and photography and cinematography, correct? And so, especially mostly photography, I believe, if I remember. I apologize. My memory might be a little froggy, but yeah, absolutely. I would say yes across the board. That's what I would say. This is a great question too. It's a really fantastic question. I love this because a lot of people say, well, what do I post? What do I post on LinkedIn? What am I supposed to post on LinkedIn? What do you want to see happen? What do you want? I'll give you myself for an example. When I post on LinkedIn, I'm trying to really share my story with the world. I'm trying to build my email list. I'm trying to build my personal brand. I'm building my reputation online. I'm showing clients, demonstrating to the marketplace how I can help them. And so what do? I post videos that show that convey that. And so when somebody sees my video, well, man, that was really helpful. Maybe I will sign up for his insider free newsletter. Wow, I really love that. I want to make sure I catch his next live. I want to make sure I catch his next video. I want to make sure I catch his next LinkedIn broadcast, LinkedIn audio event. I'm building communities, building audiences, because by building that audience, by helping solve their problem, I'm able to leverage that for whatever other revenue stream that I desire. Paid brand deals, sponsorships, products, services, affiliate marketing, memberships. It all goes down the line. Digital products, right? It all goes down the line. The leverage is audience. Your leverage is always audience. Without an audience, Netflix won't make any money. Without an audience, Disney Plus won't make any money. Without an audience, NBC won't make any money. Right? Without an audience, CNN Plus will go down in flames, which it did. It's all about audience. If you want to come to brands and talk to them about working with them, your audience is your leverage. It's everything. I don't have a show. I don't have a presence. I don't have a business without customers. You don't have a media company without an audience. You don't have a live stream. You don't have a YouTube channel. You don't have a LinkedIn channel without an audience. So your number one leverage is always audience, which is why I say have a service mindset. You have to have a service mindset. Take yourself out of the equation. What can you do for me? Me being the audience. Give me a hashtag yes, if that makes sense. in the chat right now. Give me a hashtag yes. I want to know if that makes any sense, because that's the crux to everything. That is tantamount to your success in the creator economy. It's all about audience. My bonus program on Reels, my bonus program on Instagram would be nothing. I wouldn't be making the kind of money I'm making without audience. The ad revenue that I make on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok would be nothing without audience. So it's all about audience, guys. And it's not just demographics. It's not just demographics. The most underrated tool, the most underrated asset every content creator should be working on enhancing and getting better at is psychology. You will learn everything you need to know about being a content creator if you understand psychology. You got to get into the chest of your audience. You got to get into the head of your audience. Knowing how much money they make, knowing their background, their ethnicity, their city, location, those things are important. Don't get me wrong, but that's literally just the tip of the iceberg. The iceberg, the bulk of that iceberg is psychology. And it's not gimmick. It's not hacks. It's not fooling. It's not manipulation. It's genuinely trying to help. Whether it's entertain them, help them, inform them, teach them, educate them, whatever it is. Entertaining is very, very valuable. Actually, entertainment and comedy do really, really well in the creator economy, right? You don't have to be a utility channel, not even close. Enlightening, right? Inspiring, whatever it is, it's all about the audience. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Thank you, Tanashi. I hope I'm saying that right. I might be saying that wrong. I apologize. Imad says, planning to redesign. Yeah, and I have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel. Maybe one of my mods could share that right now. But if you just go to Professor Nez, my YouTube channel, and the actual homepage of my YouTube channel, just scroll down, you'll see a playlist called LinkedIn Branding. Everything you need to know about LinkedIn, profile, the whole platform, new updates, creator mode, cover story mode. I've got the entire playlist for you. It's all free. It's all free. You can also go to professornez.com/videos. Okay, Eider, good to see you, Eider. Eider says, any advice for a sales professional that wants to expand outside of the sales role and have a wider impact? Yeah, create videos, create written articles, create audio events, all about whatever that role you want to expand to. But think about who is going to get value from that expansion. Same thing I just said, Eider. It's all about the audience. So whatever you want to expand outside of, you can expand outside of sales. What is it that you have to offer that people, humans, audiences want? Think about them first. If you think about them first, you'll win, and then create content revolving around that. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis just shared that in the comments. I appreciate that, Lewis. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet, man. Tanashi says, you got it, my man. The timing of this message is godly. What's your Venmo Cash App? Would love to donate. You don't have to do that, brother. You really don't have to do that. Don't worry about it, man. I'm just happy you're here, and I'm happy you're getting a ton of value. Now, if you want to come over on YouTube, you can give me a super thanks. You can give me a super chat. I would really appreciate it, but it's not necessary, brother. I'm just happy to help. I'm just happy you're getting that comment right there from UTH is everything to me. You see, I hit the jackpot, guys. You know how I hit the jackpot? The reason I'm so successful, never mind the fact that I've worked my butt off, never mind the fact that I've been building businesses since I was 13, never mind the fact that I actually teach and have taught at, business, some of the best business schools in the country. Never mind the fact that I eat, sleep, and breathe communications, audience development, humanness. That's my whole thing. I hit the jackpot. You know why? I'm the luckiest dude that's ever walked the earth, because I actually love helping people. I thrive on it. It gets me cooking and electrifies my insides. I love helping my Nez Nation audience. I love helping you. I literally love it. And by the way, before you start thinking, oh, he loves helping people and rolling your eyes, it's actually very selfish. It gets me off, man. It gets me excited. It gets me pumped up. So I'm not trying to sound like some namby-pamby, woo-woo, oh, I want to save the world. No. I'm not that kind of dude. I'm just lucky that this electrifies me. Some people, they like to play video games. Some people, they like to go hiking. Some people, they like to travel. Some people, building things. They like to build architects. They like to build stuff, put together things. That gets them off. I love helping people. There's nothing I love more. It just gets my rocks off. It just does. Thank you, Tish. Tish says, I'm going to have to watch this. I just missed the last 30 minutes. Oh, no problem. Side hustle woes. I totally feel you. Thank you so much, Artist Haven. I really, really appreciate you. Please do. You're going to get a lot of value from it. Put it in your watch now, save later. Keenan has a question. Do you think the same applies to countries like South Africa? You mean all the advice that I gave? Yes. Everything I just talked about? Yes, it does apply. It absolutely applies. Doesn't matter what country you're in, because humans are humans. And the universal language of humans is treating each other with service, love, kindness, compassion, and warmth. Helping each other is a universal language. Doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what language you speak, helping is universal. Doesn't matter what content you create, what platform you're on. You see, here's the deal. It's the same on every single platform. It's the same on every single platform. The more you help, the more you solve problems, the more you give, and the more that you serve your audience, the bigger you're going to grow. The bigger you're going to grow. I remember watching, I think it was Maroon 5. It was a TikTok video where somebody jumped on stage. And the lead singer, I forget his name. I don't really follow Maroon 5. Funny enough, though, the guitar player from Maroon 5, I used to play guitar with him in LA 30 years ago. We'd hang out at parties. I actually met him a bunch of times, way before he got the Maroon 5 gig. That's a kind of, fun fact, side fact. But somebody jumped on stage at a Maroon 5 show and went to hug what's his name? Zach something? I forget his name. But he pushed the fan aside and literally stopped the show. It wasn't granted, of course, that's not what you're supposed to do at a concert, and security came and got him. But he acted like it was like the word. It was like the end of the world. He acted like, how dare you? It was just like, I get it, right? I get it. You're trying to perform and you don't know who could be coming at you. It could be anybody. It could be dangerous, whatever. But this actually seemed really, thank you, TH, Adam Levine. That's right. He acted like it was somebody was attacking his personal livelihood. It was just very over. It was almost an exaggerated reaction. It was a very exaggerated reaction. I think it was on TikTok, but I remember the video went viral and everybody in the comments, because I pay attention to human psychology. I'm a big believer in understanding human behavior. That is your number one tool as a content creator. I've said this before, the number one gear is in your ears, between your ears, right? That's your number one gear, is between your ears. And all the comments were like, wow, look how he treats his fans, or man, you really treated that fan poorly, or man, you really acted like, you shouldn't be bothered, or your ego is out of control. It was like he got a ton. Every single comment was like, dude, basically everything was wrapped around like, dude, this is how you're able to do what you do. It's all because of the fans, and you acted like this guy was a leper. You acted like this guy coming up on you was some kind of disease. He treated the fan like a disease. And again, I get it. It's not something, if you've seen that video, let me know in the comments, or reply, give me a yes, and let me know if you've seen that. Give me a hashtag yes if you've seen the video I'm referring to. It went viral, I think, on TikTok. But man, the reason I'm bringing that up is because, everybody who was commenting, everybody there, it was universal. They were from everywhere around the world. The point is, I'm not saying he had to embrace the guy. I'm not saying he had to be nice to the guy, but acting like it was like a disease, and he stopped the show and he was like, how dare. He even made like some gesture. How dare that person? I mean, what's wrong with you? He's a fan. He's a super fan. You should appreciate that. I know a lot of different performers that would have reacted differently. And the point of bringing that example up is the moment you start getting too big, the moment you start thinking you're bigger than the fans, the moment you start thinking, I don't need anybody and I'm famous, I'm this, I'm rich, I can do whatever I please. And the moment you stop serving your audience, bad boogie. Things will start going downhill fast. So I implore you to not go down that road. I implore you to answer your question, Keenan, doesn't matter where you're from, because it's universal. The universality is helping people. You want to make it in the creator economy, it's all about helping people. Okay, I'll take some last second questions if you have any, but I just want to remind everybody that you are watching the Creator Economy Livestream podcast. We're talking about new updates. If you're just joining us, make sure you watch the replay, make sure you listen, take notes, because there's a lot of things happening on LinkedIn. Don't sleep on LinkedIn. And this is a great way for you to build your reputation, to build your content, to build your community, build your audiences, and monetize in the creator economy. I want to just remind you that if you got value from this show, if this is the kind of stuff that you want to learn about, I want to learn, Nez, how to monetize in the creator economy. I want to maybe perhaps quit my 9-to-5. I want to perhaps earn full-time income being a content creator, small business owner, being a thought leader. Then you're in the right place. And I would implore you to become a Nez Nation Insider. This is the greatest online community on planet Earth. Not Earth, Earth. And it's a free newsletter where you'll never miss out when we do a live stream, new content, new resources, new features, new updates, everything you need to monetize your experience, skills, and creativity in the creator economy. It's absolutely free. Become an insider today. Holy macadamia nut. Am I going to break my streak? What's my streak been, Lewis? Sweeney, is Sweeney here? I feel a sneeze coming on. Holy macadamia nut. It's been a long time. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it left. Those of you that are new and maybe don't know, I kind of have this thing going on where it seems like every time I go live, there's at least a sneeze in there. And some of my OGs make fun of me. They call it Snez Nation. Please don't listen to them, okay? Ernst, yeah, that's right. Good to see you, Dr. Elo. Yeah, so it's free. It's absolutely free to become an insider. There's a link in the pinned comment. There's a link in the show notes. Become an insider today. It's absolutely free. If you're watching this, listening to this on the replay, just go to ProfessorNez.com/insider. Again, ProfessorNez.com/insider. And you'll never miss anything about how to monetize in the creator economy. Okay, we have I'm going to take this as our last question here from TH. Good to see you, TH. He says, if you have a secondary name for your personal brand, is it best to create all content under one name? I have an artist name, Aquarius Wave, and I do not want to divide my audience or confuse my market. Great question. Thank you for asking this, TH. Yes. It has been my experience, when you confuse, you lose. Narrow it down. There's a saying, the riches are in the niches. So be as specific and narrow as you can. You do not want to segment or divide your audience. A lot of people think, and I would be in that camp, that variety channels don't really work on YouTube. Variety content can confuse people. I talked about this recently, TH. This is such a great question. Because I talked about this recently, TH, about having a in and out mentality when it comes to your content, your business. In and Out has a very simple, easy to understand zero friction type of menu. When you go to In-N-Out, you know you got 3 choices, right? Burger, fries, shake. Very simple. If you have a Cheesecake Factory mentality, I think you're going to really find that doesn't work in the content creation, personal branding, creator economy arena. You go to Cheesecake Factory and the menu is literally a book. It's an encyclopedia, right? I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time. Maybe it's changed. But with In-N-Out, there is no menu. It's just one sheet when you go to the cashier right above your head, burger, fries, and shake. What do you want? What do you want on your burger? You want onions or not? You want animal style? Ooh, love animal style. It's very simple. And they're one of the most successful, if not the most successful chain of restaurants in the country. Maybe in the history of the country. I don't know. Simplify. Keep it simple. Don't segment your audience. I've made this mistake many times on my YouTube channel. I made this mistake many times when I first started 10 years ago. I've made this mistake a ton of times, okay? So the more specific you can be, the more narrow you can be, it makes it easy. This is something you always want to understand when it comes to online business, when it comes to the creator economy. Remove all friction. With messaging especially. Your messaging is really important. You know, our value proposition is very simple. If you want to monetize in the creator economy, monetize your skills, creativity, experience, this is the show for you, okay? Whether you're a content creator, business owner, or somebody who wants to advance your career, that's what this show is all about. It's all about monetizing in the creator economy, right? That's what my channel is all about. If your audience has to work, I used to teach a lot of not only business writing classes, but creative writing classes too. And I would say this all the time to my students. If your audience has to work to understand or to keep going and continue with your writing and your messaging, you're going to lose. Anytime you make your audience have to work, you're going to lose. So make it as easy to understand, make it as clear and effective as possible. Hey, good to see you, Jonathan, in the house. Yep, I want In-N-Out now too. I haven't even had breakfast yet. Thank you, TH. Thank you so much. So guys, I hope you got a ton of value from this show. If you did, give me a hashtag me in the chat right now. I would really, really appreciate it. Every single week we go live, y'all. Every single week we go live. If you don't want to miss out, become an insider. This is your one-stop shop for everything about earning money in the creator economy, building your personal brand, building audiences, building your content so you can earn substantial living doing what you love, creating impact. Because without impact, you got no income. It's all about the audience, as I've said before. Make sure you become an insider. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And we're going to keep bringing you brain-busting content every single week. We go live every Sunday with our regular show. And by the way, guys, if you missed out, we had Two Socks Productions closing in on 300,000 subscribers, 3.5 million views a month. That was an amazing show. We had my man Levi Lassick, $90 million in real estate closings using organic traffic on YouTube. Holy macadamia nut. If you missed those shows, go check them out. They're on my YouTube channel. Go check them out because we go live every Sunday with the Nez Nation live stream, but we also have another segment to the Creator Economy podcast, which is we bring on experts and guests, all helping you to monetize in this beautiful era that we live in right now, which is boundless, plentiful, and fruitful. So many opportunities for you to monetize and do what you love. On behalf of the entire Nez Nation audience, I am your host, Professor Nez, wishing you a happy Mother's Day. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day. We're recording this May 8th, 2022. Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms and grandmothers out there. Love you guys. Honey, if you're watching, I love you. Make sure you wish your mom and your grandmother a very, very happy Mother's Day. On behalf of the entire Nez Nation family, I wish you nothing but the best. Go enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.